Everything was going on smoothly. Like, we were busting things out, wheels, everything was coming together. And I believe I might have made a measurement error.
Take that.
Here again?
I'll go get him. I'll go get him.
Here again.
And we start off, we have a question for you.
They came up to me, and Bill was looking at the plan. I mean, I don't know what he did there. He just read it wrong or whatever, but he made the cuts like an inch over from where they should have been. Oh, you're an inch back?
And I was fearing that it would actually set off a whole bunch of other things, all the other pieces of wood that it rested upon or butted up against it, but Jurgen was like, no, it should be fine. Just place it in, it'll all be the same dimensions.
Why don't you just redraw this? They hadn't cut the other piece of lumber yet, so it's like, well, let's just move those over an inch, and then that way everything will still line up properly.
Just readjust that.
Yeah. It was a quick, easy fix from Jurgen, so I felt bad, but we were able to move on.
We're cutting the locking pins that are going to be going into the dovetail. This has got to be pretty exact. It's got to fit right in there.
You might want to take one out.
Oh, man.
That's beautiful.
Oh, man. Huh. I mean, maybe not
look at that. Look at that.
Way or the other, huh?
I'm not even...
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oops.
Where are we? Not enough.
You know what this reminds me of?
Oh, yeah, tell me.
We're twisted a little. Oh! Didn't happen? Well, we got it so snug we were having difficulty taking it out. And right as I realized that Flash was not only lifting up, but lifting out, it was going out cockeyed. The little back part that was cut or measured wrong by myself. We're twisted a little. Oh! If it was 3 3/4 inches, it might not have popped off, but because it was 2 3/4, it might have been the reason why it popped off. But it's been glued, it's been set, and it's probably not going to come into play. But we don't know with all those cannons and all that power. So we'll see.
I'm so had it today.
I don't know why they can't show.
Some days you beat up on the wood, and some days the wood beats up on you. Today, the wood beat up on us. This ain't no couch.
We have a man down, everybody. Man down.
Man down, man down. Wow, look at that. There you go. There's one of them.
Sawdust angels.
Sawdust angels.
Actually, you're no angels.
Yeah, sawdust devil. Jurgen, Frank, Val, here's the quote of the day, all right? Iron rusts from disuse. Water loses its purity from stagnation. Even so, inaction saps the vigor of the mind. Leonardo. That wasn't me, Frank, in case you were wondering. Keep moving. Keep it moving, keep it rolling. Let's rock.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Cap? How you doing?
Good.
So this machine gun is basically a set of cannons. So I called my buddy Cap to come in, who's a cannon expert. He's going to take a look at everything that we're doing as far as the cannons go and make sure that we're on the right path and we know that these things are safe and going to fire effectively.
This machine has the potential of being an explosive bomb.
I mean, what do you think? I'm a little nervous about firing 11 at a time.
That's going to be an interesting experience. If that were to blow up, it would be devastating.
Leonardo was really involved in this kind of weaponry. He went to the field and talked to captains in the military and said, what works, what doesn't work? And he writes this in his manuscripts. There probably were many accidents. And again, I keep feeling fortunate that Leonardo didn't blow himself up in working with gunpowder.
Black powder is what Da Vinci and every other army at the time was using for muskets, for cannons, for mines. It tends to burn very rapidly. It will also explode. Leonardo designed it. So he did not have the challenge of making it work. The guys have actually built it. So now the next step is use it. Let's make some noise and burn some powder.
Sounds good.
Well, you build it for me and I'll test your guns.
Flash, you ready?
Okay, what are we going to do?
You're all set up. We're working on the cannon shelves for the Da Vinci machine gun. We have to cut this down to a 60 and a 30, making a nice 90-degree angle apex. We have to do it 3 times because there's 3 points on the triangles where all the cannons are going to sit.
I would lower that blade a little bit. No?
Put your hand right there. No, put your hand right there. Come on.
I'm just saying, it's sticking out. It's sticking out like way higher, like over an inch over the material.
He came over and he just decided to tell us how to do our business.
It's really unsafe because your fingertips are right there.
Whose?
Don't worry about it.
His.
Don't worry about it.
You can argue with me all you want. I know I'm right. It just, you know, trying to be safe. We're trying to work.
We're trying to work and you're trying to be safe. So you keep being safe and we'll keep trying to work. Get out of here.
Why didn't you put the fence on the other side and turn the blade the other way?
Get out of here.
Does it go the other way?
Just get out.
The blade? Yeah, it should. I think it does.
No.
You sure?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
This looks scary. I was kind of giving them a little safety tip. They thought I was ragging them, as always. You know where the hospital's at, right? I'm just trying to help them, to be honest with you, because I don't want to see them lose their fingers. You know, if they hit a knot or something, that thing jumped, Flash's fingers are gone. So again, it's just, you know, I'd rather be safe and cautious than stupid and missing fingers, you know what I'm saying?
Well done, buddy. We do have more stock over there to cut down. No! Oh, can't we all just get along?
And I decided to go over there and just look to see what he was doing. He was drilling a couple holes. And it's taken him all morning. So far, he hasn't even drilled the hole yet.
Do you see what I have to go through to do something? I actually measure everything and everything.
Why don't you put this on the other side? Oh, look.
You can argue with me all you want.
Go that way.
That's fine. That's fine. But you turn the other thing around so that you cut it. It's just a little safer. That's all. Again, I would never hire you. You know that. But at my shop, you would have to do it right and safe all the time because I'm paying the insurance.
You wouldn't hire me, but in our business, we couldn't even use you as a volunteer. You understand that, right?
I wouldn't.
A volunteer. He says I couldn't work in his shop, and he's right. I couldn't work in his shop because right off the bat, I'd knock him through the window. You couldn't even do this volunteer.
No, because I do things right. I would walk out of there. No way in hell would I work in that
because you work way too slow and you don't do enough. I mean, not that I'd like to vote him off the island or anything, but I'm not sure what Val does.
You don't even know what you're talking about. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have anything to do.
Right.
Because you couldn't do anything. Let me see your welding.
You're ridiculous.
Let me see your machining. You keep saying you can do it, but you can't do crap. Please. Guy's an idiot. Simple as that.
Wow. No, I just had to go point it out to him that, you know, we couldn't even use him as a volunteer. I mean, not even as a volunteer, because it'd be way out of line.
I was just standing there like a dumb being like, okay, guys, because I didn't want to add fuel to the fire. Because in the end, hopefully, we're giving them what they want. That's all we're here to do. I mean, do Da Vinci proud. In the meantime, they're going at it like it's a schoolyard down there. Finally working on putting Da Vinci's machine gun together. So right now we're just trying to make this square so we can bolt it together and have the yoke piece all done. Then we can work on the base. At which point, hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have the axle in and the wheels on.
That axle. Good luck on that axle. I mean, that thing is tough.
Wow.
Here we go. Stop. What the hell? Finally, what we had to do was we both grabbed pieces of the metal and just worked it in.
We can put those triangles on now. I mean, it's done and the axle can stay. How's it going, Val?
With or without the triangles?
Well, they're not ready.
One more has to be done. Can we help?
Well, I got to assemble all 3 of these setups here with all these 6 pieces, and then once they're ready, then I can mount them to triangles and then go from
So you want to do all that separate stuff?
I'm going to have to.
We want to keep moving forward, but we're at a standstill now. We actually have to wait for them to get that triangle in.
So we were working, and I saw Flash was hitting the machine gun framework with the chainsaw, and I'm going, what's he doing, you know?
What I'm doing right now is called stressing the wood. I gotta make it look like a war machine, so I gotta make it look really mean.
Then I see him drag out some chains, so once I saw him grab for the chain, I went and got my chain. like, oh, well, yeah, let's age it. Let's beat the hell out of it. It looked like fun to me, you know. Let's sling a chain for a while and make it look really cool.